Plaintiff Sebastian Homewood says the defendant is his brother, and he started using drugs when he was in the 4th grade. Sebastian claims drugs have caused the defendant to physically abuse him, their mother, and their little brother, and his addiction has destroyed their family. Sebastian's suing his brother for car damages and emotional distress. Defendant Benjamin Homewood says his parents' divorce is what destroyed their family, and he insists the only drug he uses is marijuana, which is legal where he lives. Benjamin is countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Life with my brother has been very, very hard. For the past couple of years, it has been getting a lot worse. Since we've been kids, it has been an ongoing problem with his drug abuse. It started in the 4th grade. It has destroyed my family. It has destroyed my...
Why are you laughing?
Your Honor, I'm laughing because he said I destroyed the family. The family is broken because of the divorce.
Who's divorced?
My parents got divorced when I was about 5 years old.
Okay.
And
all right, so go right ahead. He says it's because of the divorce. What makes you think it's because of him?
All the energy that could be going towards me and my siblings has always been towards Ben. Rehab, juvenile detention.
I've never been to rehab, excuse me.
Maybe that's the problem. He's never been to rehab. Go ahead.
Very well might be. Living with him has been an ongoing problem with me and my family. He has been physically abusive to me, my mother, my little brother. He has used us and abused us in any kind of way you can think of. And it hurts that it has to get to this point.
What type of drugs has he been on?
From what I have known, it has been cocaine and marijuana and psychedelics.
And the coke and the psychedelics, how long you think that's been?
I don't really know, but I know it started when he was not even out of elementary school when it came to smoking cigarettes and drinking. And when he got into middle school, I know he started to smoke pot. And then when I moved out here to Colorado with my family, I ended up finding out that he had a whole bunch of mushrooms.
At what age?
That was in 2013. It has been...
Yeah, I had you beat. I was smoking cigarettes at 8.
Wow.
I used to go behind the people in the projects who were smoking. I would follow them. When they throw that cigarette butt, I'd be all over that cigarette butt.
8 years old. That's young.
7th grade, we were already drinking wine, so when they brought out the weed, there you go. That's right, he say, that's what he did. They same thing?
It's normal, you know, I saw my father smoking cigarettes, Your Honor. 13 years old, I'm just like, saw a cigarette, smoked it, and I smoke cigarettes, and I smoke marijuana. I live in Colorado, okay? It's legal, I'm not doing anything wrong.
That's why I didn't mention that. I said coke and psychedelics.
Honestly, I don't know where that's coming from. I mean, my brother, I know that he actually did eat some mushrooms, and I think that might have had some effect on his brain. So I mean, that's...
I haven't finished what I've had to say.
Go ahead.
Please. I actually have video evidence of that as well.
Okay, there you go.
A few years ago, there was an incident with him, and he stripped basically naked and ran across the street in our little town.
That's Get Naked Crack. He was on crack, not coke. He was on crack. He was on crack. There's definitely a Get Naked Crack out there. No question about it.
I'm dead. Oh my God.
Screaming at the top of his lungs, you everybody. I'm sorry for using that language. But those are the words.
And you would think that's psychedelics. That's crack. There's a certain, I don't know which form or how, or maybe it affects certain people like that. And so if you mix a psychedelic with crack, you're going to get naked and run out in the street. So that might explain that, if it's true.
Yeah, and I have an example of
Go ahead.
of an incident with him when he did a line. I I caught
No,
him.
the lines don't make you run out in the street naked.
This
That's
is something
crack.
different.
Go ahead.
So I caught him one day making out with my mom's friend. And then he got angry at me when I joked about it to him. But he went in and did a line and then came back at me, threatening my life with a screwdriver, saying he's gonna stab me in the eye.
All right, what video do you have to get some indication of his drug abuse? You heard him, he only
Alrighty.
smoked cigarettes and pot. You've never done psychedelic drugs or cocaine, which is what he's accusing you of?
I mean, no.
How about heroin,
Never,
opioids?
never,
All
never.
right, good enough. Let's see.
I'm surprised the cops haven't come.
Okay, I can explain what's going on here.
There go the pants. There go the pants.
Dead. Okay, that's great. I'm actually happy that that video got aired because I had gone to work and it was after New Year's Eve and
Bad day at work.
pretty much, yeah, because my chef is a piece of work, and I quit and somehow he seemed to see that video, but
All right.
God. That was my chef coat.
You may be laughing.
I took my chef coat off
It's
and
funny.
You may be laughing, but you know what?
no, it's not funny. Is actually
hurts.
Sebastian came to my job.
The
after being
unfortunate part, and I gotta let him give his say,
Yes.
is that your family isn't the only one. You have millions of families, no doubt, that share that story of one of the family members has really caused a burden and perhaps destruction in some form or another to family members because of their drug addiction. What disappoints me so much, they think it's funny. They think it's some type of game.
I don't think it's funny, Your Honor.
Even though, let me finish talking to him. I believe you're a drug addict. I do. I
mean-
just do. I believe you're a drug addict.
I ain't gonna say it, but I
ain't
smoke
gonna
marijuana.
say what?
I smoke marijuana.
No, that's not what I believe you're addicted to narcotics right now. Not in the past, not in all you probably
Gucci
were
gang,
in the
Gucci
past.
gang.
I believe it right now.
That's cool, man.
By your posture, by your appearance, and by the things you are saying.
Yeah, no.
I believe it. So let me explain to you. Many have to raise the children of drug addicts. And they're out here having a good time, and if you say something to them, they act like you've done something to them. Millions of families are dealing with that, unfortunately. If he has children, then try and help them. But that's the best you can do, sir. And until he is ready to admit and get treatment, there's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing you can do. Pray for them and keep them away from you if they're causing
Your Honor.
destruction. All right, sir, what do you want to tell me?
Your
Before
Honor.
we get to the car damages? Yes, sir.
I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot real quick. I don't want you to take his side or
Okay.
my side. I want to be totally biased right here. Like, forget about the drugs. That's bull.
Okay.
My brother, definitely, we just don't get along.
Okay.
And I extracted myself from the situation. I don't live with him anymore. And I didn't want to. I didn't want to move out of my mom's house.
You see why I tell you you're still a dope fiend? Because you keep cursing over and over in my court. That's what dope fiends do. Their mind isn't working right, so they think they can come in front of a judge in their courtroom when they're being sued and talk you this and you that. Yeah, dope
very
fiend,
sorry, Your Honor.
crackhead. Go ahead, sir. Tell me about these damages and emotional distress you're suing your crackhead brother for.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So on that day, I was having some issues with my own car, and I needed to go to AutoZone to get something. So I called my mother and asked her if
Ain't
I
no
could
crack
borrow.
back there. Hey, looking, turning around, looking and see if somebody got some crack for him. He done got nervous and sweating over there. He need that hit.
I ain't nervous at all.
Go ahead, sir. Try to make a fool out of me. You'll
I'm
get
not,
made a
Your
fool
Honor.
out of yourself. Tell me what happened with the car and
Yes.
why do you think he owes? He had your car.
Let me get my word in here, because honestly,
Nope.
No.
He has to tell me what you did to his
gonna
car.
flip.
Go ahead.
He didn't like that I needed to use my mom's car. And so on that day, he did a very
all right,
bad
you
thing.
know what, dude?
Quiet.
I'm gonna
He
cut in right here because you
kicked in
stole
my
the
car.
car from me. You
Quiet.
bit the keys out of my
Judgment
hand.
for the plaintiff for contempt of court. He wouldn't listen, and your claim is dismissed. Good luck to you. Have a good day. Judgment for you.
I'm working towards so many great things in my life. I'm getting my mom, my girlfriend on the right track with me. I'm building a happy life together. I've started my own company, and I've been doing great things for me. I'm going back to school, and all I can do for him is pray that he finally decides to stop being a and get his life back to doing what he should be doing.
I love my brother Sebastian. He's my brother, but he's not my friend right now, and we've never gotten along. He bit the keys out of my hand. He stole my mom's car from me, and lo and behold, we're here.